Hello and welcome back to Sussex Squad Family TV on YouTube. Now, my family, we are being told right now that apparently the late Queen Elizabeth II was battling bone marrow cancer before she passed away. My family, they are saying that she had multiple myeloma before she passed away in the last period of her life, which would explain her tiredness, weight loss, and also mobility issues, right before she passed away. And my family, symptoms of this multiple myeloma are bone pain, nausea, constipation, fatigue, and also weakness or numbness in your legs. Now, my family, isn't it so hypocritical that these tabloids have always maintained that no one should leak private stories involving members of the royal family? At least that's what they say when it comes to Prince Harry and Meghan opening up about how they are being treated by the royal family. Which is okay, by the way. You have a right to speak up and speak out. If you've been a victim of abuse or racism, you have a right to speak up and speak out. My family, tabloids have done everything to try and silence Prince Harry and Meghan, saying that respect the royal family, respect them. You are disrespecting the Queen. Even a carnival or so-called expert, right after the Queen passed away, they blamed the Queen's death on Prince Harry and Meghan. And yet the royal family cited old age as the cause of death of the Queen's passing. UK press, on the other hand, blamed Harry and Meghan. And now, Daily Mail is promoting a book that says that the Queen passed away due to cancer because she was battling cancer right before her death. And Omid&Dr waded into this matter and said this on Twitter. 1 minute, the Daily Mail is having a hernia about how disrespectful the crown is. The next, they are paying for the serialization of a book exposing the Queen's secret cancer battle just 12 weeks after her death. My family, Omid&Dr continued by saying this. Personally, I think unless it came from the palace or Her Majesty the Queen herself, private details, medical details, which are always fiercely guarded, should remain just that. It will never be okay to make that decision for someone else. And we know the brand of the Daily Mail is intruding on the privacy of people. What they're doing right now shows you that they have never cared whatsoever about the late Queen Elizabeth II. What they have cared about is making stories surrounding members of the royal family. That is what they have cared about. As Meghan said, UK press don't report the news, they create the news. So what they care about is creating the news around members of the royal family, causing division in the royal family, ruining relationships in the royal family. That is the brand of the Daily Mail, division and hate. That is what they sell time and time again. And they enjoy breaching the privacy of members of the royal family and even the public in the UK. And Dr. Shola also posted something about this and said this. Good Lord, if the Queen had cancer, shouldn't it be left to the family to decide whether or not that information should be made public? Many people lose family to cancer, so can relate. I did. But why lie to the public? She died of old age. Dr. Shola said that. My family, I want to hear your opinion about all of this right now, kindly. Tell me what you think about this. I want your opinion about this. First of all, the Daily Mail is full of so much hypocrisy. Time and time again, they have written many, many articles. Oh, Harry and Meghan disrespected the royal family. I think it's quite clear who is disrespecting the royal family right now by leaking details of the Queen's secret cancer battle, allegedly. They are the ones who are disrespecting the royal family by doing what they're doing right now. To create clickbait articles, because that's what they're doing right now. And my family, on what Shola said, even the UK press said that members of the royal family are not entitled to privacy. At least that's what they said about Harry and Meghan. But then, for other members of the royal family, their privacies have been respected by the Daily Mail, except for Prince Harry and Meghan. That's what, basically they've done. Like, for instance, UK press were harassing Prince Harry and Meghan throughout the time while in the UK, each and every single day. They never bothered to care about what William and Kate Middleton were doing. They were more focused on what Harry and Meghan were doing. Writing stories after stories after stories about Harry and Meghan. That is what they were focused on, and not William and Kate Middleton, because the palace had made a deal to protect other members of the royal family, like the heirs to the throne, like Prince William, like Kate Middleton. But no such deal has ever been made to protect the spare Prince Harry and his wife. They were handed over to the UK tabloid press to be bullied and abused. So my family, the royal family's brand is always about also lying to the public, because they care about how it looks, the optics of everything. That's what they care about. Now, my family, let me read a couple of comments to get the feeling from people about what they feel about this recent information. Now, someone said this, called Donna, said that, true, but it was quite obvious she had cancer, at least to me and my family. When my brother-in-law first heard of her mobility issues and he saw the weight loss, the first thing he said was, she has cancer. Someone said that. Someone called Eve said that every moment Harry and Meghan open their mouths or step out, the Daily Mail accuses them of disrespecting whatever royal, but find it totally acceptable or okay and not disrespectful at all to support a book disclosing the Queen's illness. There is nothing more private than one's health. Such hypocrites. And indeed, Daily Mail is full of so much hypocrisy. Daily Mail is full of so much hypocrisy. Now, someone said that there is no loyalty and respect of medical information at that palace. In 2019, palace courtiers, probably with the knowledge of their bosses, were leaking Meghan's sensitive medical information to journalists who were attacking Meghan. Now, someone called Valentine Law at that time said that he knew about Meghan's mental health struggles. Just hear this kindly family.
I write about the family for the Times.
Valentine has had a front row seat on royal affairs for more than a decade. And when the interview aired, of course, he was watching.
Well, my first reaction was, this is much worse than anyone has been expecting. I mean, we knew from those early clips which you talked about the palace perpetuating falsehoods that it was going to be pretty punchy stuff. But what happened was jaw-dropping, and it will be very damaging for the royal family.
I mean, tell me about that. What were the moments that really stood out to you that made you stop and think, well, there's no going back from this?
I think there were two key moments. One is her describing the fact that she was suicidal at times, had suicidal thoughts. I knew that she'd had a very bad time in the summer of 2019. I knew there'd been tears. I knew she'd been in a state of distress.
My family, The thing about this is that these people knew that Meghan was in distress. They knew about Meghan crying. They knew it. But they didn't care. They continued piling on abuse after abuse, abuse after abuse, leaking lies against Meghan to cause her pain and harm. And that's what they continue to do. To this day, even Prince Harry said that when the royal family came up with those fake, bogus bullying allegations, he woke up in the middle of the night to hear his wife crying. In the middle of the night. His wife was pregnant at the time, after suffering a miscarriage. No wonder I always say this, because the fact Meghan has been bullied and abused throughout all her pregnancies. And it's clear the purpose of that has always been to ensure that she does not have a safe, peaceful pregnancy. And the consequences of that was that Meghan suffered a miscarriage. They lost a child because of the UK tabloid press and the farm. And no wonder, even after Meghan talked about losing a child, the royal family couldn't even issue a statement of support towards Meghan. They kept on leaking lie after lie after lie against Meghan, Duchess of Sussex. My family, they are told, the press, as you've heard, were told of Meghan's mental health struggles. They were told of that. But you know what? The palace wanted to use that to be able, because the goal was separating Prince Harry from Meghan. They were hoping that they would be able to get a divorce. That's what the palace wanted, for Harry and Meghan to separate, to get a divorce. An event of a divorce, they wanted to ensure that Meghan could not have or keep the children. And no wonder even Meghan's name was removed from, Archie's birth certificate. The palace ordered Meghan to change it from her full name to Duchess of Sussex, because that's more like a title. Because any single person, they wanted to say that, look, if you get a divorce, for instance, you lose Duchess of Sussex title. You lose it when you get a divorce. Then they can say that, hey, look, Archie's name is not even in Meghan's, Meghan's name is not even in Archie's birth certificate. The mother's name is not even, in Archie's birth certificate. I feel like that was the goal. That was what they wanted to do. To enable, them not to have any problems with custody or anything like that. That is what they wanted to do. And my family, I'm just glad that they did not succeed in doing what they wanted to do, in doing what they plotted to do, because they wanted to use Meghan's mental health struggles against Meghan herself, to take away her child, Archie, from her. If you ever wonder why Meghan was ordered to remove her name from Archie's birth certificate, think about what you're hearing right now about Meghan's mental health struggles. And also, what even the press has spoken about in the past about custody of Archie. Clearly, they wanted to separate Harry from Meghan and then ensure that Archie stays, Meghan leaves. That is what they wanted at first, because even they knew how much Harry loved, his son. But they didn't think that Harry loved Meghan in the manner that he loves her. To leave the royal family, to leave taxpayer funding, that they did not believe. No wonder even to this day, you're having Dickie Arbiter, who even when Harry and Meghan were dating, said that it's just a fling. It won't go anywhere. And now they're married. Just yesterday, he was saying that, if Diana was here, we wouldn't be going through this. Harry and Meghan would not even have gotten married. No wonder you're hearing that even right now as we speak. because to this day, they are still bitter about Prince Harry and Meghan's marriage and are still hoping that Harry and Meghan separate. To this day, it hasn't stopped, despite Harry and Meghan leaving like 2 years ago. It still hasn't stopped. Now hear this kindly.
That conversation she had with the head of HR, but I certainly realised it was suicidal, and also certainly she'd be in a state of distress. I even actually knew about that conversation she had with the head of HR, but I certainly realised it was suicidal, and also when I wrote my article the other day about bullying allegations, we were going to put into the piece about the fact that she'd been very distressed in the summer of 2019 and tears and so on. But we decided not to. Our lawyer advised we take it out on the grounds that this was invading her privacy. The idea that she should be suicidal was genuinely shocking. I didn't know that. I was taken aback.
And what were the other moments in the interview that just stopped you in your tracks?
Well,
there is one thing I don't believe that Valentine Law says. The reason that he gives for not talking about Meghan's mental health struggles. The reason he did not do that is because the royal family intervened and told him not to write about Meghan's mental health struggles. Why? Because the royal family said recollections may vary. That is what they said after the Oprah interview. Recollections may vary, they said. And that's why they did not want their hounds reinforcing what Meghan said in the Oprah interview about having mental health struggles. That part, I believe Valentine Law is lying, because when have they cared about Meghan's privacy? When? I mean, it's a tabloid. When have they cared about Meghan's right to privacy? When? They never have. I'm writing about those bullying allegations. Why would he care about Meghan's privacy then when he was doing that? Why? No, he must have gotten a phone call from the royal family to edit out those parts and remove those parts about Meghan's mental health struggles. Why? Because the farm's policy and the tabloid media policy was recollections may vary and deny. That was the policy of the farm and the UK tabloid press. You've heard from Valentine Law himself about Meghan's mental health struggles. They knew, but still they continued drumming up hate against Meghan. Day in, day out. They never stopped. They never ever stopped. My family, it's a good thing that Harry and Meghan left that place. It's a good thing that Prince Harry and Meghan left that place. Now, someone said this, that the royal family has decided to make it public because it has long been in cahoots with the Daily Mail. Proof of this will be when they don't request a retraction. Someone said that about this story. No wonder Charles has hired deputy editor of the Daily Mail despite Prince Harry suing Daily Mail alleging phone hacking and tapping landlines alongside Elton John, Doreen Lawrence. So my family is clearly on brand on the royal family to leak stories to the UK tabloid press. That is part of the deal. That is part of the invisible contract. But leaking this story about the Queen's private medical, struggles, that my family, they should not have done. But they did it because they have never ever respected the late Queen Elizabeth II. They have never ever done that. Now, someone that Charles is leaking for survival. That is the business model. He has to feed the rags in exchange for sycophantic coverage. Someone said that about Charles, and that's very much true. This is the invisible contract. It is what they do. They leak stories against one another so they can get sycophantic coverage. That is Why, my family? That is why. Now, someone posted a photo of Camilla with the owner of the Daily Mail, Jonathan Rothmere, showing just how in bed they are with the UK tabloid press. One day, these roles will face accountability for the pain that they have caused towards people. To Meghan, to Archie, to many, many people that have caused, pain to Prince Harry. One day they will answer for their actions. Now, someone called Giselle said that, I guess Camilla being a racist trending needed to be toned down. Charles and Camilla are trying so hard to control the narrative using the 1990s tactics. Someone said that, in a way, yeah, that's true. That's true. Because my family, we have seen just how, the royal family operates. Whenever there's a scandal, what do? They give you something else to talk about. They say talk about this. And what else will grab the attention of people other than saying that the Queen had cancer? How else? And this is how the firm operates. That's how they do business with the UK tabloid press. That's how they operate. My family, someone else said this. Hypocrisy is the game in the UK journalism. Someone said that. Once again, no one does hypocrisy more than the UK tabloid press. Someone else said that it goes to show that they never respected the Queen as a person. She was always a tool for them. Same goes for royalists. They only see and use the family as tools to uphold their distorted view of the world. Someone said that, and indeed, they never ever respected the Queen. My family, for instance, are you showing respect or dignity to the Queen by bullying her grandson and her grandson's wife throughout her pregnancy? And you're saying, oh, look, they're not respecting the Queen. Why? Because Meghan touched her belly. Or because Meghan put, her hands in her pockets. They say, oh, look, she disrespected the Queen. She broke royal protocol, they say, in the constant hate campaign against Meghan. Those things are just not okay, and they need to be called out. The actions of these tabloids, they need to be called out. And no one does hypocrisy more than the UK tabloid press. And clearly, they never ever respected the Queen. They used the Queen's name to wage a hate campaign against Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Time and time again. Do you think that Piers Morgan cares more about the Queen than Prince Harry? Her grandson, the late Queen's grandson. Do you think someone else cares more about, your grandma than you? The answer is no. The answer is no. But once again, the business model of the tabloid press is division and spreading hate. That is the business model. Division, spread hate, make a profit. That is the business model of the UK tabloid press. And that's what they did when the late Queen Elizabeth II was still alive. And that's what they continue to do even right now, to this day. And their practices must be exposed. Now, someone said that, hashtag not my king. Charles must be desperate to protect Camilla after that, racist video. My family, the world saw what happened. My family, the world saw this racist video. So clearly, this racist video will never ever go away if that's what they're trying to make us forget about and talk about something else. The world will not forget this racist video of Camilla grabbing a black, beautiful young child by the sleeves and not by the arm, like how you would treat another human being with basic human dignity. I mean, this thing that I've been talking about, the right to human dignity, the royal family is showing you that they can't treat people with basic human dignity. They are showing it that they can't treat people with basic human dignity. And they're showing you that. They're showing the entire world that the racism in the royal family. It's high time the people of color are treated with dignity and respect. It's high time by the royal family, by the royals. It's high time that members of the royal family give people of color dignity and respect that they deserve. It's high time. So Camilla, this video is forever. It isn't going to go away. Charles, this video of Camilla is not going to go away. The world has already seen it. So this just won't go away. And what you're doing right now, talking about the Queen's alleged private cancer battle, goes to show about the royal family, how toxic it is, how dysfunctional they are. Throughout, the Queen's reign, and even before she passed away, no one ever said that the Queen was, battling cancer. But now they're saying it right now. It shows how dysfunctional they are. They don't respect each other or one another. No wonder even the late Queen Elizabeth II's father said that we are not a family. We are not a family. The late Queen Elizabeth II's father said that we are not a family. We are a farm. They are more like a business than a family. They are dysfunctional, and I'm happy that Prince Harry escaped all of this and got away from them. It's a good thing that Prince Harry got away from them. And may they always keep their distance from these people, because they are not good people. They have no loyalty even to their late, monarch. No respect whatsoever. Harry made the right decision to protect his family, to end this generational suffering. He made the perfect decision. The royals are truly a dysfunctional family, unworthy of being called a family. Now, someone said that people can say the UK royal family manipulates the royal rota, mainstream media, and tabloids, and be 100% correct. In fact, the royal family does not care who knows of their scamming and their antics. They don't care, because as long as they feel like they have the tabloid media support on their side, that they can get themselves out of sticky situations, they'll continue not caring. That's how they'll continue behaving, with no care or regard. My family, it's high time the royal family is exposed for their actions, and people in the UK demand more from them. Demand accountability for their actions. It is high time. Now, someone said that UK press policy hypocrisy on display once again. Someone said this. They deserve their media. Someone else said this. My family. Someone had a screenshot of an article with a headline of King Charles had a former top editor at the tabloids that published critical Kate Middleton columns, and the story that was an impetus for the breakdown of Meghan Markle's relationship with her father, Thomas Markle. Which brings me to think about something else. In the court case of Meghan against the Daily Mail, Meghan said that King Charles was berating Prince Harry. And that one of the reasons why she wrote that letter was to spare Prince Harry from being berated by his so-called, family. And my family, it's so hypocritical that Charles would berate Prince Harry because of Thomas Markle's actions of going to the press. Yet he is the one who works with this same press, smearing his son, his daughter-in-law. Time and time again, the hypocrisy of the royal family is just off the charts. It's just too much. Too much. I mean, make it make sense. Make it make sense. My family. Now, what do you think about all of this? I want to hear your opinion kindly. The hypocrisy of the Daily Mail to leak alleged private medical records. What do you think about all of this kindly? And what Omid&Dr Shola said. Harry and Meghan made the perfect decision to leave the UK. Time and time again, the decision is proven to be right. You only live once. Choose peace, joy, and happiness, and stay away from toxic people and individuals like Charles, Camilla, Kate Middleton, and Prince William. Harry and Meghan are doing the right thing. And may God bless Prince Harry, Meghan, Archie, Libedana, and Doria Ragland. And kindly stay tuned to our next video. Love you always and forever. Do you think that the Queen had cancer? I want your opinion kindly. I want to hear your opinion about all of this kindly. And the tabloid media blamed Harry and Meghan for her death. Yet, now the thing is cancer. My family, they did that because of the constant, never-ending hate campaign towards Harry and Meghan. And because that hate campaign is not working. It's a failure. The smear campaign, the hate campaign, it's a failure. And they're doing everything in their power to try and make Harry and Meghan hated. But it's not working. The world is seeing tabloids for the hypocrisy that they have, for the lies that they are. And the tabloid press need to be exposed for who they are. Liars. My family, kindly stay tuned to our next video. Like, subscribe, and support our growing family on YouTube. Glad Prince Harry and Meghan are raising their kids away from these people. And stay tuned to our next video. Also, before you forget, Prince Harry once said in the Oprah interview that the Queen was being advised wrongly by people around her. That is, the people around her that are the problem. If indeed it is true, the Queen was suffering from cancer, it's clear the late Queen Elizabeth II was not the one making the decisions in the farm. Others were making the decisions. My family, what do you think about that kindly? Please tell me what you think about this. And kindly stay tuned to our next video. Hello, members of Zesco Family TV. First of all, I want to say thank you for all your support that you give us to our channel. We don't take it for granted that you support this channel. I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for lending out your support and fighting against injustices, supporting Prince Harry and Meghan, showing them love. Love will always triumph over evil, and for that I say thank you. Good will always prevail over bad. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for joining this community, this amazing community of Zesco Family TV. I love you so much, family, from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the best. May you have a great day, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of things. With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Leave a comment below, like, and subscribe. Love you, family, always and forever. Sayonara.